Good morning, guys. Okay, so sorry I'm starting a little late. Yesterday, my son ran a fever. We had to pick him up from school, and he has flu type A. And so it's been kind of scary. He's been up running a fever all night. We've got a few decent movers this morning. LTBR is probably the biggest gapper. And it's tradable on TradeNet. Let's see. RMGN is not. MYSZ. APDN is not. There's also GALT. Gonna watch CARA again. OCUL gapping down. Gonna keep an eye on it. CLF gapping up around $9 now. EMAN getting a little bit of volume in after hours and pre-market. We'll see if it runs up some. Good morning, Juan, JT. Yeah, those are the ones on my watch list as well. JT, APDN, gapping up some too. There's also CLF. You can see it's had some okay volume so far. Good morning, Leyland, GALT. Yeah, GALT needs a little bit more volume for me to really want to mess with it, but it may get a spike at the open. We'll see. SGYP. Yeah, this one looks okay. Right. Right, JT. Always, man. SGYP is tradable. I'm going to mess with that. I'm not going to follow any specific pattern today. Like, I'm not going to stick to one specific pattern. I kind of want the freedom to just trade what I like. And so I'm ready to start getting some green days stringed along here. So I'm not going to follow any specific pattern. But yeah, it's been hectic. Was up all night. My son was running a 103.1 fever, which was scary, but it's in the normal range for the flu A. And so we've been up all night dealing with him. I just hope I don't get it. We're on Tamiflu. I just hope I don't get it now, which I probably will. I'll go ahead and add my watch list to the chat. Alright, so here's a few I'm watching. That's what's on my watch list so far for this morning. I'm still looking to see if I can find any other movers. If you saw my video, I actually strung a few profitable trades together yesterday. One of them was on ANTH. And somebody was criticizing me for this trade, but I bought it on the dip here, which actually looked like a really good entrance. I bought it right here at about 163, 164 maybe. and rode it all the way up to 188. So a nice little $15 gain with a small share size. I also got in CERS yesterday after the stream ended. And, I think my plan with this one was that it kept finding support at $5. And so I got in at about $5.10 right here, looking for it to at least push up to this $5.20 level with 100 shares. But eventually it broke. I sold about right here at $5.25 for a little channel play and made about $11 from it. So I made back a big chunk of those losses that I was taking yesterday, and so hopefully today will go better. Both of those were a little bit longer term holds. I think I held both of those for at least 45 minutes. And so I may try to use a little bit longer term strategies today. We'll see. Okay, so look at PACB, PACB getting a volume spike here. Probably has a good news release out. Let's see if I can find anything on it. Alright, so it increased long read sequencing capacity with purchase of 10 PacBio SQL systems. And it announced the sale of 10 SQL systems to BGI Genomics. So it's getting a volume spike here this morning. PACB, one of the ones I'm watching. PSID, I'll check these out. I recognize CEI and ENRJ. PSID. Yeah, volume went up there. SAND. This one looks okay. Gapping up a small amount at 1 penny, but could move. CEI. Gapping up some. ENRJ. Gapping up some. Yeah, I remember ENRJ went all the way up to, yeah, this is one of them I remember, over $1 in April. And I remember in May, or in October, it went almost up to $1. I remember this big move right here on it. I've really been thinking about getting a broker where I can short some of these really cheap penny stocks, because a majority of the time, the ones, especially the ones that were previously under $1, when they do break over $1, most of the time they end up coming back down to, lower than they were at before. So they usually drop down under. What's up, Vanda? Usually they come back down under $1, and so it may be a good short opportunity. I've been thinking about that kind of strategy with it. Alright, so I'm going to watch APDN and RMGN with U stock. Going to watch LTBR and MYSZ on TradeNet. CRR kind of gapping up some. EMAN sitting right at 150. TBIX is moving some so far, and pre-market LABD, UVXY. APTO maybe. Gonna watch ANTH still. This is the one I traded yesterday. CLF had a pretty big move, went up to 905. No, that's correct, Tad. Yeah. But no, that's correct, Tad. But the problem is that they're supposed to have super users on there which trade the most traded stocks of that day. So for instance, if OHGI was a big stock that was moving yesterday, they're supposed to have super users that trade those stocks. But for some reason, they never want to. And you're supposed to trade with, here's the thing about it though, you're supposed to trade with other traders. So it's a peer-to-peer platform on Ustock, and you're supposed to trade and buy from other traders and sell to other traders. The problem with that still is that when you have a stock that's moving like OHGI was yesterday, or some of these other huge movers, there should be plenty of volume available. Not OHGI, that might be a bad example, but there should be lots of volume available for these stocks. There should be plenty of other traders trading these. If these stocks have the most volume out of everything I'm watching, they shouldn't have any liquidity problems, even on a peer-to-peer platform like Ustock. And so the fact that Ustock still labels those limited liquidity, it's just a little sketchy in my opinion. And speaking of that, I might watch OHGI this morning. Had a big move yesterday, kind of slowly creeped back up throughout the rest of the day. Oh, for sure, MR. It's just ridiculous. Like a lot of times, it's like they'll have stocks that have the most liquidity out of everything that I see. Stocks that are pushing up with 500,000 shares traded per minute. And when a stock's moving like that, it obviously has a counterpart on Ustock. Somebody else is also, obviously trading, because Ustock is pretty big. They have a decent amount of traders on there. There's obviously somebody else buying and selling that stock there. I think Ustock maybe, and this is just speculation, so don't hold me to it. But I feel like Ustock maybe takes the other side of your trades. So if you buy, they sell, and if you sell, they buy. Because it's a good bet. Most new traders fail, and so I think that's why they want to protect themselves against the liability of a parabolic move like that, and so they label it excuse me, limited liquidity to protect themselves. My voice is going out. But yeah, I think they probably take the other side of the trade. And label it that sometimes to protect themselves against big parabolic moves that could lose them money, is what I really think. But it's like I said, it's all speculation. Yeah, Orlin, Thinkorswim. Thinkorswim's free, and I get live level 2 alerts. And that's the thing. I'm not really mad at Ustock if they do take the other side of the trade, because I know SureTrader does the same thing, and it makes sense to do that. If 90% of traders fail, it's a pretty good bet to take the other side of a new trader's trades. The only problem I have with it is don't label it limited liquidity for your benefit. If you're going to take the other side. If you're going to take the other side, that's fine, but don't label it trying to cripple me, by not letting me make money, and then only allowing me to get in trades that may not be the best. So, we'll see. MARA. Yeah, it just needs some more volume. I don't know if I like this one really. We'll see about 350. Yeah, Thinkorswim, it just has free level 2. Has free charting, free level 2, free time and sales. Somebody else may be able to guide you through how to sign that paperwork that states you're not a professional trader, if you're not a professional trader. And I know once you sign those documents, I think it's on their website, they unlock the real-time platform with level 2 and time and sales and stuff like that. Right, Neil. SureTrader does do the same thing. They take the other side of the trade. Like I said, a lot of brokers do, and you can't really blame them for it, especially a place like SureTrader, which caters to people with less than 25,000 for the pattern day trading rule. It only makes sense for them to do that, you know. My problem is that when it's not equal on both sides. So like they can take the other side of my trades, but when a trade might work out for me and has good volume, they limit that on my end, which is frustrating. That's the only part I have a problem with. Appreciate it, D Evan. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, hopefully I can get some momentum going. Yeah, next week I may set myself a rule where I can only trade twice a day, only get into 2 positions. Might help a little bit. I did well when I was on Thinkorswim. When I was trading with Thinkorswim, I did decent with that. Only being able to trade once or twice, so. On OCUL. Yeah, let me look it up. Okay, so OCUL has an offering. Let me look up the actual news story. Yeah, so OCUL today announced the pricing of an underwritten public offering of 6,500,000 shares of its common stock at a public offering price of $5 per share. Yeah, so that's why it's gapping down. It's going down to meet the offering price. If you look at OCUL, it closed yesterday at 619, and it's just coming down some to get around that offering price. GNRT getting a volume spike here. We'll see what these do. GNRT had decent volume. PACB had okay volume when it made this push, but it's kind of going sideways now. We'll see what these two do. Right. David, it most likely, since there's an offering, it most likely won't have much movement today. It will most likely go sideways for the rest of the day, at least from my experience with offerings and mergers and stuff like that. Usually, a lot of times, it just goes sideways around the price, and so it may move, it most likely won't, but we'll see, in my opinion. All this is just my opinion. Yeah, Neo, it's super frustrating, man. Um, Mr. Vince, I have a video on how I find stocks to trade. Now I've upgraded to a scanner. I use Trade Ideas, but I do have a video on how I scan for stocks and how I find stocks. I'll see if I can find it and I'll add it to the chat room. So give me a second. Good morning, Marwan. What's up, man? Yeah, I think I have a video. It's called How I Find Stocks to Trade. Let me see. I mean, basic premise of it is I use Thinkorswim. You can scan on Thinkorswim, and so I use Thinkorswim scanning tool, and I also use uh, StockTwits Twitter. Yeah, here it is. All right, so here's that video, Vince. It's called How I Find Stocks to Trade. Like I said, that the basic premise of it is that um, I use Thinkorswim scanning tool to scan for stocks. I have a few smartphone scanning apps that I use as well, but most of it revolves around, or it used to, before I got Trade Ideas, most of it revolved around looking for what everybody else was watching on StockTwits and Twitter, and then using Thinkorswim scanning tool and kind of combining them together to find decent volume gappers and moving stocks. No problem. No problem, Mr. Vince. ITUS. Yeah, ITUS is moving some. Yeah, TradeNet needs to upgrade to update ITUS and add it to their book. ITUS has had a lot of volume this last few weeks and months, and so it should be one of a lot of times they'll upgrade it, but they haven't with ITUS yet. Hopefully they will soon, but um, yeah, the best way to grow your account when you first get started. I mean, at least what I did with Ustock when I first got started is I was very selective and very patient. The last 2 weeks have been horrible, so do not do what I've done the last few weeks. I think I've been over trading some. But the best way to really learn how to trade is just to use really small sizing with a discount broker, and try to find consistency with that. Because if you can find consistency using 20 or 30 shares, you can find consistency using 1,000 shares. The only thing difference is the sizing. And so, just learn how to trade the market with really small share size. Slowly build up your account that way. That's what I did. I'll take 5 or 10 or $15 gains, and I'm completely happy with those gains, because it's not how much I make. It's just about finding consistency and learning how to trade the market. When you use too big of sizing when you first get started, you don't take the time to learn how to trade. A lot of times traders will jump right in using 500 or 1,000 shares with only $1,000 account or a $1,500 account, and what happens is their account is gone before they actually take the time and experience the market and learn how to trade consistently. And so, yeah, if I could give you any advice, just use really small share size, take it slow, be very selective and patient. Right, David. Basically, yep, that's what you got to do. Yeah, Marwan, I'm watching CLF as well. You see CLF had a little push here, gapping up some. You see G and RT had that big push. Gonna watch this one. No problem, man. Watching MYSZ, but this is one of those stocks I just don't trust. I don't know how reliable it's been to me in the past. I don't think it's been very reliable. And so this is one of those ones I just don't trust. Yeah, maybe so, David. KTEC. Is it halted for a news release that's coming out or something of that along those lines? GALT is another one I'm watching. ANTH, only because I made some money on this one yesterday, up to 180. IOVA, gapping up some. CARA, although I took a loss with this one yesterday, but that was my fault. I should have seen this coming here. Yeah, I don't trust MYSZ anymore. There's a few stocks on my list that have just never been reliable for me. One of them is MYSZ. Another one is HMNY. They're just never reliable. They don't really do what I want them to ever. Although this looks like a fairly predictable pattern it did yesterday. Broke the high of the day and continued to run. So, I mean, I guess it can be somewhat reliable. But there's just a few stocks that I just make mental notes of that it's been really hard to get a profitable trade out of all of them. It's some of the ones that move almost every day, like HMNY, MYSZ, VTGN maybe. Alright guys, we got about 8 minutes left until the open. Let's see if we can get some decent setups this morning. LTBR probably has some of the biggest volume. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, sorry guys. Like I said, my son has flu type A, which is the really dangerous that's been going around. And so my wife's up there watching him, but even though she's up there with him, I still wanted to go check on him really quick. FCAU. You see FCAU's moving. May keep an eye on this one. Thanks for the subscribe, Mr. Vince. Welcome in. Appreciate the subscribe, bro. DPW sitting right around that high of yesterday at 240. Well, sounds like my son's feeling better. I don't know if y'all can hear him, but he's up there jumping around. RFIL looks interesting as well, gapping up some. EIGR. So I'm keeping an eye on RFIL and FCAU. AUY. Yeah, I was watching AUY yesterday. we'll see with this one. Hey, I'll be right back, guys. Alright guys, we got about a minute left until the open. GNRT coming all the way back down to 628. Definitely don't trust this one anymore. It may jump right back up there, but we'll see. Indian swag. I use Thinkorswim for charting and TradeNet to execute my trades, as well as Ustock. And so I have a few different brokers. Alright guys, we got 10 seconds left. Good luck. It may jump right back. Alright, so there's the open. Alright, so we have, let's see. PPDF. Trying to run up maybe. MYO. Look at MYO, guys. MYO having a big push here. CLF running up some. MNKD, there goes PPDF. ITUS. There goes ITUS running up to 586. ITUS up to 606. PACB. LTBR washing out pretty big. AMRS. EVRI, CIG. Look at CIG here, up to 219. SDLP. ADXS. Trying to wash out long here a little bit. There goes ITUS with a 1 minute pullback. Man, look at that trap ITUS is set so far. We'll see if it pops back up here, but man, big fake out on the 1 minute pullback. Glad I didn't jump in that one. And look, now it's limited liquidity. Who figures? MNKD getting a push here. TRVG, HTGM. Look at TRVG here, guys. Big move. HTGM trying to. Not as much volume on HTGM, but look at TRVG. Look at Pac B. Pac B looks interesting. OGEN. Look at OGEN get halted on the way up. Yeah, like Sunkite is saying, there is a time lag on this one, on these streams. I think it's about 20 seconds actually, so it's a little bit longer. There goes Pac B. Watching PACB here for a possible 1 minute pullback. Thinking about jumping in PACB here on the dip. ATNM. Yang. You can see CLF starting to run a little bit. CLF breaking over, getting up to 914. OHGI. Struggling to hold over 250. Alright, so I'm in PACB with 50 shares on this dip. There we go. Nice. 41. Well, PACB looked like a good move, but it looks like it just faked me out. See if it tries to head back up here. If not, I'll jump out for basically a break-even trade. LMFA. Yeah, LMFA, guys. Look at that move. And there's the drop. Ridiculous fake out, man. See if it holds support where that pre-market high was. That's what I'm ultimately looking for with this one. We'll see though. OHGI. Yeah, it's trying here. Huge drop on LMFA. Look at that move, man. All the way down to under the low of the day, or right around the low of the day on LMFA. Big drop. I'm going to get out of here. Small loss on PACB. Faked me out. Would have been a nice trade. At one point I was up 7. Just wasn't quick enough. SRUN. Up to 1050. SSW. Having a nice little washout long setup there. Yeah, appreciate it, Green. Green H, appreciate it, man. You can see OGEN at 340 now. Look at CLF here coming all the way back down. Today is Fake Out City. Look at CIG here. OHGI. See if we can get over that 255 level. There it goes. Just broke that 255 level. Up to 260 on OHGI. I'm watching CLF for a potential short if it gets down under that 890 support. There goes SSW here. ADVM, look at ADVM here. There's the drop that I was looking for on CLF. Started focusing on AVLM. Man, I need to be faster, guys. That would have been a beautiful short. Would have made 20 cents on it. And it's still dropping. Look at that short. Man, that would have been a great short. CIG breaking over the high of the day. Man, I'm getting a little FOMO here with CLF. I called it out in the chat. I was looking to short it when it dropped under 890, and would have been up 36 cents, 35 cents. SSW breaking over the $0.50. IOVA breaking over the high of the day. Man, it's definitely got some FOMO here with CLF. I guess the good thing is that my trade idea was correct, but still, man, I would have been up 40 cents. Still going too. Yeah, CCCL spiking some. WKHS. Trying to run here. OHGI trying to pull back up. CYTX trying to run here too. Trying to hold over 50. Bummed out I missed this short on CLF, guys. Definitely having some FOMO here. Called it out in the stream. Set a good short under 890, and then it washes all the way down to 840. OBLN waking up some. IOVA trying to get over that 1350 level, struggling though. Yeah, trying to, Tad. Just trying to have patience in my moves. Watching IOVA here, trying to get over that 1350 level. GNRT. CPAH. RSLS. AMRS here. There's AMRS breaking over. May get in this one with a little bit longer term hold with AMRS. No. Not the biggest move. LPTH. DIS. A little too expensive for me. Watching MYSZ here. See if it could break under that low of the day, but I think it may bounce here, so I'm going to be very careful with it. Yeah, insurance, everything. I mean, CVRS, sorry. No. YANG, slow grind up if you like slow grinds. Testing the pre-market high now. I know, insurance. Don't remind me, man. Don't remind me, bro. I'm struggling to get a green day here, man. And I had the perfect trade idea. I mean, no trade idea is perfect. Don't misunderstand my sarcasm about it. But I had a really good trade idea, shorting it under 890, and it dropped down to 840. I started to look at something else, and before I knew it, it was down under it and continued to drop. You can see PACB here is slowly starting to come back. TRVG went on a run. I really thought about dip buying this one at 782, but just didn't jump in. CLF dropping back down under 850. No, you're good, man. I'm just messing with you, insurance. Don't worry about it, bro. Honestly, part of me is happy that my trade idea was correct. And part of me is pretty bummed out that I was a little bit too slow with it. And I would say I would jump in once it breaks under 840. But too many times I've been faked out with that drop. A lot of times it will drop down to say 835 and then it'll push right back up and just fake me out. So nah, insurance. I mean the only affiliate ads I do are the only affiliate marketing stuff I do is through TradeNet. If you want to sign up through TradeNet through me, you know, great, but it's kind of a big commitment, man. HTBX. Yeah, look at HTBX's move. Pretty big move. CGIX. Waking up here with some volume on CGIX. PRPO. There goes CLF here. I mean, part of me wants to jump in it, but part of me has just been faked out so many times with these low of the day breaks, especially with a big jump like this where it went up to 866. Good morning, commentary. What's up, man? Yeah, OGEN trying to come back here. VKTX. Look at VKTX here. SRUN. Look at VKTX making that jump. Looks like it could be a fake out though. Nice, MR. Let me know how that goes, man. Alright, there goes VKTX's big move here. Up to 510. I've just been faked out of these moves on CLF. I would short it here, but I've just been faked out over and over again with these moves like this. And so I'd rather not. You know, they say insanity's continually trying the same thing, expecting something different to happen. I don't know if it's necessarily valid when speaking of trading the market, because sometimes stuff works, sometimes stuff doesn't, but I don't know if I feel like getting caught in a drop like that on CLFS, on a reversal like I have before. So I'm just going to stay out of it. EMAN breaking over the channel it had been forming. HTBX resume yet? Yep. And that's exactly why I didn't jump in CLF. You always got to adjust to the changing market, and that's one of the ones I got to adjust to. HTBX. There's MYSZ. Adelie, what's up, man? What's up, girl, I should say. Yeah, no worries, man. I was correct. That's why I tried. It was a good risk-reward setup with ANTH yesterday. But I know you didn't mean any hard feelings by it, Adelie. Yeah, it was just a good risk reward setup. Like I said yesterday, it may not have had great volume, but I could easily set my risk at this 160. Oh no, it was down here. I could easily set my risk here at 160, at this 160 level. Or no, I'm trying to think of where I got into it. At this 162 level, and my reward. I'm trying to figure out where. Trying to figure out where I jumped in this one at. Oh, I jumped into it a little bit later. Yeah, I could have easily set my risk here. And it was a decent risk reward setup. I remember that. Let's see. Yeah, risk was between 168 and 166, and reward was between 170 or 168 and 173. So it was a good risk reward setup. I held it for a while though, and was able to have, that was the biggest gain I had yesterday, was on ANTH. But appreciate it. Later, Insurance. Thanks for watching, bro. DRIP trying here. Yeah, I'm watching CLF here. Gonna keep an eye on that one. Also watching MYSZ. Today I'm gonna try a little bit longer term hold, so you guys, I'll probably end up closing the stream down before I exit some of these positions I'm looking for, but yeah, I'm gonna try a little bit longer term holds today. See if that ends up working. There goes MTBC breaking over that previous high. Up to 360 on MTBC. A little bit too late, I think. Let's look at the daily for this one. Not a bad daily. It's got some room if it can hold over this 360 level, 366 point. Actually, it's got some resistance at 381, but I may try MTBC for a little bit longer term hold. Just gonna let it sit, hold it as long as it holds over 350. Put at 349 in case they try to get weird and stop me out. Alright, so there goes CLF dropping back down under the low. We'll see if it follows through here. Down to 835. CVRS. Yeah, CVRS looks okay. There goes CLF dropping down. There it goes. It finally broke under the low. YECO. What did HTBX end up doing? It's back up to 340. PPDF trying here as well. PACB kind of slowly forming a little triangle maybe here. Let's see what CLF does here. Thinkorswim's lagging a little bit on MTBC. Spread's tightening up, but lagging some. WKHS. There is POC-B breaking under that previous support line. There is MTBC trying to break over the high of day. We'll see if it makes it. CLF went down to 825. SENS. EBR. MNKD made that run. I missed this one. This big push back up on MNKD. PPDF up to 810, guys. PPDF all the way back down under 8 though. Trying here. You see CLF maybe would have been a good short under that 840 level. Not that much to gain. I mean, maybe 18 cents down at its low if I would have gotten out at the low. But, nah, we'll see. CVRS. I know Farts brought this one up. Nice. New. Good trade, bro. MNKD trying to pull up. Not the biggest range, but it's trying to keep going up. We'll see what it does here. Thinkorswim's lagging a little bit. I guess that's the problem with free charting software. ADVM trying to break over that high. CIG trying to make a push forward as well. Later, Tad. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, today I've just been taking things slow. I think I need to get back into that kind of slow mode. Look at GSUM here. Trying to get over 13 now. After a big move, had a nice little 1 minute pullback. It's at 1303 now. Welcome, Zach. Thanks for the subscribe, man. IOVA. You can see it's trying to hold over that 1350 level. CIG went all the way down to $2.20. LMFA trying again after a big pullback. And you can see MNKD sitting at 3 now, testing 3. Yep, LTBR is. MIHI. Yeah, MIHI is OTC, unfortunately. Can't trade it. MNKD at 303. Nice steady grind up. PSDV slowly grinding up here. It's got this high right here at 119. MNKD at 306 now. Starting to run on a little tear here on MNKD. Up to 310 on MNKD. Nice move. You can see CBRS is starting to push up here as well. FTK at 530 or at 630. Big pullback on MNKD. We'll see if it holds support at 3, but that's a big pullback. HIIQ. Thinking about buying CLF here. It looks to be holding support at the 830 level. Maybe for a longer term play. Level I'm watching this 840 point. There goes MNKD back up to its high of the day at 310. There it goes, just broke the high of the day again on HTGM. Gonna wait, don't know if I trust it. Maybe a fake out here. Although it got right back up there. PSDV. Maybe thinking about a longer term short on CLF here. Still kind of debating on it. If I did jump in, it would be maybe with a few shares, like 20, 25 shares. Set a stop for 866. You can see CBI starting to reverse here. Look at CBI starting to reverse. PACB testing the low. Interesting, over $3 to see if it fills some of this gap down to about 280 something. IOVA, guys. You see IOVA starting to push back up there. MTBC up to that high of the day at 268. CANF. Yeah, we'll see what that one does. But yeah, guys, it's 10:30 market time. I'm going to go ahead and close the stream down now. I'm still holding MTBC with about a 364 entrance, I think. And so I'm going to hold this one for a while, see if it continues up in my direction. I'll let you guys know if I decide to get into anything else. I'm happy with how today went. I took a very small loss and been very selective, which is what I needed. And so MTBC just broke the high of the day. We'll see how that one works out for me. But yeah, guys, good luck for the rest of the day. I should put out a watch list tonight. Like I said, my son has flu type A, which is pretty serious. And so I'm going to go take care of him with my wife. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We appreciate the support. And everybody do me a huge favor and click the like button right now on this video. We definitely appreciate the support, and clicking the like button does help support us, guys. So yeah, good luck for the rest of the day. I'll see you guys later. Have a good one, guys.